What's up? So, update. I did the past two videos update. It's been a little over a month since the video before, the house video where we put up our Flower Mound house for sale, where I did half of the walkway. It's been, well, I just posted the Flower Mound video, but that I actually took a couple of weeks ago. So, a little update. It is August 18th, 19th, somewhere. It's the middle of August, right? So this last Thursday, it's Monday now, so the Thursday before this, we closed on the house. It went pretty quick. I was surprised. We got it on, I want to say it went online like Thursday night. We were supposed to have an open house on Saturday. Bunch of people came on a Friday, the day before the open house, to do a walkthrough and look at it. I want to say we had somewhere between 6 and 8 people come look at it, and went good. I want to say Saturday we got our first offer, and it was a decent offer. Wasn't a full asking price, but it was an all cash offer. And then we had the open house, and the realtor said there was only a couple families that came to look at it, and by the end of the day, nobody had, she said nobody wanted to put in an offer on it from the people that came on the open house. So she said we need to start considering the first offer, or the only offer at that point we had. So then Sunday we kind of sat on it a little bit, and Sunday came, and first thing in the morning she said, "Hey, we've got another offer. Not sure what it is yet. I'll let you know when I know more." So that one came in higher than the first one, and a little under what we were asking for the house. Again, all cash offer. So we jumped on it and said, hey, let's accept it. So I'll be honest with you, the first one, I kind of wasn't, the first offer, I wasn't feeling it, because they had some stipulations. They came in pretty low on their offer, and they had a stipulation that hey, if we do an inspection and there's something funky with the roof, they wanted us to open up a claim on our insurance and all this. And we were like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So I'll tell you more about this in a minute. So we're like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So we were thrilled when a higher offer came in, and they seemed like better people. So they put that offer in on Sunday. We accepted it. They had a inspector come out like that next Monday or Tuesday. And after the inspection, they called our realtor and said, hey, we're backing out. I was like, what? Well, come to find out, the roof, I'm not going to get into it, but the roof was a good roof. It was 15 years old, but we had somebody come look at it. They said, hey, a roofing company. And they said, man, you got years left on this roof. There's like a missing shingle, and you need to repookie some nail holes. But he's like, man, it's in really good shape. So short story, they said they backed out, and their excuse was they were a little concerned about the age of the roof, and the wife said the commute was going to be too long to her work. Which, I mean, you think you would not look at houses that were further away than what you wanted. But anyway, so we were a little bummed. So short story, we went, hopefully I'm not going to keep saying short story like I did in that one video, but we went back to the original offer, and they accepted, and blah, blah, blah. So we ended up closing. all said and done, I mean, of course, you know, if you don't get the full asking price, you don't feel like you get what you wanted. But you know, it all worked out. After all the fees and fines and everybody that has their hands out, realtors, and you know, had to pay the HOA a pretty big chunk of money for recertification, house resale certificate, and transfer of this and all this. And, you know, so anyway, it's all said and done. But, so, to recap the video before that, was that the bat? Look what we got here. Hold on. What? Look at that. So, little time last week, and I finished her up. Well, Marcia and I finished it up, because she that's a whole nother deal I need to get into, but she spent the best part of last week trying to cram the 20 pounds of junk we had in this 5-gallon bucket that we bought. But but she came out and helped me a little bit, and we got it all done. I don't know, I might need to do something with my little trench here. I'm happy with the trench, but this portion of it, you know, it's a little deep. Might fill it in a little bit if I can. But look, isn't she a beaut, Clark? And so what? Now we can walk. Look out. I mean, that thing, you could probably put a laser beam across that, and it's, you know, that's how them fancy videographers do it. And them TikTokers do it like, whoa, and then back out. What? Y'all don't deserve all that kind of fancy. You know what I'm saying? So big weight off my shoulders. Big weight off my shoulders. So that covers up the recap. Well, I'll do one more recap. So previous video talked about networking, and you know, me losing my network of people. And oh look, hold on, little bunny, let's get up in there. Hey bunny, I'm gonna have to walk by you here in a minute. We got to show the people what's going on. That's our little bunny. He'll be out there. He'll move and come back. But man, this right here. So one thing I absolutely loved in Flower Mound was my hairstylist, Cynthia at Rusty Clipper. It took me, man, I went through years. I forgot her name, but I'd found a good hairstylist, and her and Cynthia ended up, you know, kind of partnering up. And then she moved and got pregnant or something, and then I ended up with Cynthia, and Cynthia's been cutting my hair for years. You know, and it's one of them things. I don't have to say nothing. I make the appointment, you know. We had set time, set days. Make the appointment, go in, you know, chit chat with her. She's a good person. So anyway, trying to find a barber here in town, and came up against Richard's Barbershop. So I'm like, okay, barbershop, you know. Looked online, you know, kind of, they had some decent reviews, and it's like, okay, you know, so I went. Checked him out, just pulled in, did a walk-in. Eddie Richard. Nice old man. Nice. He's an awesome dude. Hey Richard, you know, I want a military cut, high and tight. You know, she does a 1 on the side, a 3 on the top. I want a little bit. He's like, meh. He's like, let me give you a number 1 fade and see if you like it. Okay. So he's, you know, cuts my hair, and talking to him the whole time, and man, between me and you, I don't think Eddie's gonna be there much longer. Super awesome dude. And he kind of left it a little tall on top. You know, I kind of told him I wanted it a little shorter, but during the haircut, he's like, you know, I'm just so set in my ways. I just do it how I do it, you know. And I'm like, okay. So I think I'm gonna have to shop around. As super awesome as Eddie is as a person, man, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I may only be able to get 2 cuts out of him before I have to find somebody again anyway. But okay, so here's what we got. With the proceeds from the house, and something that Marcia has wanted since day one, and I'm not going to deny her, because I do agree. And if you guys remember, oh, the other bunny's up there. If you guys remember from a couple videos ago when they did the carport, we had the tornado. So Marcia wants a storm shelter. And I kind of agree with her. I think it would be nice. Makes her feel safe. And it's something she's wanted since day one. And something she said when we move out here she's going to have. Flip you around. Let me zoom you out. I will post a picture of the kind that we're looking at. It's going to be an in-ground slanted. So I'll post a picture of that now. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So picture, I thought, oh my God, this bank right here is perfect for it. Because we have a slope and a flat spot. There's a little, let me get back here. The only caveat, this is my flow line. So all the water from here comes and it hits here and it goes out either side. Some of it goes that way, some of it comes toward us. But I feel like I have enough room between here and the front to set that in here. So I called out did some more research, found a couple of companies and decided on one that's kind of local, little mom and pop. He came out and he's like, yeah. So for me, I like that. I felt it was the same shape as the thing. We have this door and that door. You could come out either one of them, just boop, get right in it. But he came and he said, yeah, nah, ain't gonna work. He said we can't get our equipment back there, and especially the truck. So let me post a picture of the truck now. Okay, so with that truck in mind, again, you can't tell the slope here, but this is a really dramatic slope right here. But he said, man, if you can clear all these trees right here and clear out there where they can pull in and back that guy in this way, because it's less slope there, which I know it's hard to tell on the video, but this one's more like this. Over there it's more like this. So that. So he said, hey, we can back right up in here. We can get our equipment right there and we can put that on the side. I was like, oh, I don't know. I want it behind the house. I want to go right out the door. So let me get down here. But evidently that, just because I want it doesn't mean it's going to make it. I could make it happen, but at what cost? How much would I have to clear back there? And all other suggestion. Yeah, you see, from here you can kind of tell how it dips up like that. But he said, hey man, we can put it right here in the bank. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't, mowing, and just to me, that's going to be in the way. I mean, yeah, she could come down here and so I don't know. Those were the two options he pondered. This is quick and easy. They can bring it out, they can put it there. No destruction to trees because I do love this little group right here of pines, you know. I wanted to keep those 4 pines right there. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, these 4 guys right here, you know. Even if I cleared out that, I wanted to keep at least 2 of those guys, you know. Maybe at least at the minimum 1. But he's like, no, they all got to go. That was kind of the options. So, I don't know, he came Friday, and, you know, we discussed, oh, hold on. There's our little bunny. Okay, I'm going to go around this way, little buddy. Yeah, we got a couple bunnies. Man, we've got the wildlife galore that lives here. All kinds of birds. Raccoons, of course. We love the raccoons. Bunnies, hummingbirds. I mean, the hummingbirds come right up to the porch up there. She has a deal hanging on the front porch. What stupid umbrella. Yeah, so the red thing right there, and they'll come just bzz, bzz, you know, little military helicopters, you know, bunnies and deer. Man, we've got a trio of a buck, a mama, 2 babies, a mama, a single baby, a single doe. We have like 5 different types. So anyway, I'm off schedule. So let me get back on track. So he came Friday, and I kind of pondered on it on the weekend. So what I came up with, sorry, I'm hard breathing, man, I'm telling you. Let me zoom back out. So pathway, new carport, and then we have this fucking hill right here. And I thought, you know what, man, I'll just put that guy right there. Right? Because there's also another caveat that I haven't mentioned yet. We're doing a storage, either a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12. And I was going to put it up on the side over there where he kind of wanted to put the storm shelter. So anyway, I don't know. I need to discuss with him, see his ideas, because, you know, I do have the power pole there. I have a power pole here in that line that runs across. And I've got an electrician coming out to give me some quotes on adding some power to this, because we may want to, if I can put it here, we may want to run power to it, at least have a light. You know, at least have a light in there. But, you know, power pole, all that good stuff, I don't know if that's maybe the best optimal, you know, but I think if I put it there, you know, that, how do I point? That right there is gonna, no matter what, be a useless spot for anything because of the slope of the hill and all that good stuff. So that's what we got in the works. That's, I think, next on the agenda as far as big projects that I'm working on. And just keep plugging away. I mean, hopefully now that we're out here full time, and hopefully I can, you know, have more time, you know, maybe spend some time and do some things out here. And I know a storm shelter, I'm probably going to have to pay somebody. I mean, some of this stuff I may have to pay some people to do, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can. Kind of like that, you know, a little something project done in the 150-degree heat in the shade, you know. But oh, y'all want out? Let's do some cinematics. No, that one didn't work as good as the original. But anyway, that's where we're at. So hope y'all enjoy it. If we can get this thing in and get some action happening. I don't know lead times on storm shelters and all that good stuff. So I will definitely update y'all on that, and we'll kind of go from there. So till next time, appreciate you.